Welcome back to my channel. Here we go for daily news updates.
Let's discuss the geopolitics.
Pakistan officially proposed a second round of peace talks between the U.S. and Iran to de-escalate the ongoing Middle Eastern conflict. President Donald Trump stated publicly that Iran wants to work a deal, sparking global discussions on a potential ceasefire. India to host diplomatic milestone. India confirmed it will host face-to-face meetings between Iranian and UAE officials during the BRICS and Quad summits in May 2026. Hormuz blockade tensions. Despite a U.S. naval blockade, heavily sanctioned oil tankers successfully passed through the Strait of Hormuz. China warns the U.S. China issued a stern geopolitical warning to the U.S., stating it will not tolerate Chinese cargo ships being blocked from Iranian ports. Italy suspends Israel pact. In a major geopolitical shift, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni suspended Italy's defense pact with Israel amid regional escalation. U.S. eases Venezuela sanctions. The United States eased banking sanctions against Venezuela's central bank to build ties with the oil-rich nation. India's anti-terrorism push, India, announced it will host a major exhibition in the U.S. to highlight the long-term human cost of global terrorism. Republican solo strategy. Republicans in the U.S. Congress are pushing a go-it-alone strategy to fund Homeland Security amid a 2-month government shutdown over immigration policies. EU-India FTA momentum. The geopolitical ripple effects of Trump's America First policies are actively accelerating the implementation of the recently signed EU-India Free Trade Agreement.
Now let's go to India defense updates.
Historic U.S. jet engine deal. India and the U.S. signed a landmark agreement for the first-ever military transfer of fighter jet engine technology. F-414 co-production. The pact involves the direct co-production of the F-414 jet engine on Indian soil. Massive tech transfer. Nearly 80% of the manufacturing technology and intellectual property for the jet engines will be transferred to India by General Electric. Next General Stealth Corvettes. The Indian Navy secured advanced Norwegian waterjet propulsion systems to power 6 new high-speed stealth corvettes. Make in India dominance. The massive 9,805 crore rupees naval contract is being executed in direct collaboration with Cochin Shipyard, heavily boosting localized defense manufacturing.
Next, India IT sector updates.
eSafe HER Initiative, CDAC and Reliance Foundation launched eSafe HER to aggressively train rural Indian women in advanced cybersecurity. 1 million cyber Sakis. This massive digital initiative aims to create 1 million female cyber leaders across India over the next 3 years. Paytm's historic shift. Fintech giant Paytm officially became a majority Indian-owned and controlled company as domestic institutional investors raised their stakes. AI in governance discussions at the central level are heavily pivoting toward integrating artificial intelligence to streamline and strengthen public service delivery. Mass cyber hygiene drives. Facing a rise in phishing attacks, top IT sector leaders are launching widespread mass awareness campaigns focusing on basic digital hygiene.
Next, education updates in India.
AI for the youth. The CBSE officially announced a curriculum reform introducing artificial intelligence and computational thinking for classes 3 through 8. AI as a compulsory subject. By the year 2029, artificial intelligence will officially transition into a mandatory board examination subject for Class 10. CBSE Class 10 debate. The newly released results from the experimental CBSE Class 10 second board exam for 2026 have sparked intense national debate regarding its effectiveness. IIM and IIT join forces. In a massive academic crossover, IIM Mumbai and IIT Bombay officially announced a collaboration to offer a brand new joint undergraduate course. Shift to experiential learning. Indian educational institutions are rapidly pivoting away from rote memorization, aggressively adopting smart classrooms, coding programs, and robotics labs.
Next, infrastructure and development.
Lok Sabha seat expansion. A highly debated proposal suggests expanding the parliament seating capacity to up to 850 seats by 2029 to accommodate the 33% women's reservation quota. Metro Rail Fast Track, Metro Rail expansion projects across India's Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities are being aggressively fast-tracked to slash urban travel times. Smart grid implementation, nationwide infrastructure development, is increasingly prioritizing the deployment of smart energy grids to support rapid urban expansion. Railway digitization. Significant central funds are being redirected toward digitizing and comprehensively modernizing existing railway corridors. Hospitality tech boom Axis Bank partnered with the Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Associations of India to provide specialized POS and cash management systems to modernize tourist facilities.
Next energy updates in India.
Oil prices plunge. Global energy markets saw Brent crude prices drop significantly by $10, largely driven by sudden optimism regarding a U.S.-Iran ceasefire. Renewable boom. India's domestic renewable sector is seeing a massive influx of corporate investments pivoting towards solar and wind power. Green hydrogen focus. The government is aggressively accelerating large-scale green hydrogen initiatives to permanently reduce reliance on imported fossil fuels. Strait of Hormuz anxiety. Despite the price drop, energy markets remain highly anxious as sanctioned oil tankers continue navigating the heavily guarded Strait of Hormuz. State solar targets boosted. Several Indian states have upwardly revised their annual solar grid integration targets for the upcoming quarter to meet sustainable transition goals.
Next Indian economy updates.
IMF raises growth forecast. The International Monetary Fund officially raised India's GDP growth forecast to an impressive 6.5%, citing strong economic resilience. Rupee gains strength. The Indian rupee successfully recovered 20 paise to hit 93.15 against the US dollar, providing breathing room for emerging markets. Paytm revenue surge. Backed by its new domestic ownership structure, Paytm reported a robust 20% year-on-year increase in operating revenue, hitting 2,194 crore rupees. Hospitality sector rebound. Rising income levels and massive domestic travel demand have triggered a sustained underlying boom in the Indian hospitality economy. Export optimism. The recent sharp drop in global crude oil prices heavily benefits India's import-heavy economy, significantly lowering current account deficit pressures.
Next sports updates.
Youngest cricket debut. Vaibhav Suryavanshi made incredible sports history by becoming the youngest Indian player ever to debut in international cricket. CSK dominates KKR. Chennai Super Kings secured their second straight IPL 2026 victory, defeating Kolkata Knight Riders by 32 runs at Chepauk. Rohit Sharma injured. Mumbai Indians suffered an 18-run defeat to RCB, compounded by star player Rohit Sharma, retiring hurt with a hamstring injury. India Women's Tour. The India Women's National Cricket Team is officially gearing up to face South Africa in a highly anticipated 5-match T20 series starting April 17th.
The last one, stock market updates.
Nifty 50 breaches 24,200. The Nifty 50 index opened incredibly strong, surging past the 24,200 mark on the back of improving global cues. Mid and small cap resilience. Top investment strategists are predicting sustained near-term resilience heavily in mid and small cap stocks rather than large caps. FPI selling risk. Analysts caution that while large caps surged, the market remains vulnerable if foreign portfolio investors, FPIs, resume aggressive selling.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for daily news updates.